Taglia and Chief Meteorologist Gil Simmons. Hi, guys.
Hi,
good
morning. What a morning it's been, though, Gil.
For you, running around with all these accidents.
Yeah, it's still icy out there. I have people writing to me that it's still icy.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while. And then we have this light rain, snow mix coming in for the afternoon, but it's not going to be as bad as yesterday.
All right, well, let's look at rates still around 2.5%. Governor Lamont makes a major pivot in vaccine distribution. Essential workers and people with pre-existing conditions no longer next in line. News 8. A new report looks at how hybrid and remote learning are impacting high school students. Hey, we have a lot more ahead here on Good Morning Connecticut at 9. The Red Cross is putting out an urgent call for blood donations. This after recent snowstorms. News 8 Shayna Ferreira tells us how you can help. Plus, we will tell you why the pandemic may be hurting your credit score. That's coming your way after a short break. Good morning. Welcome back. The Red Cross is asking for your help this morning due to the wave of snowstorms this month. More than a dozen blood drives had to be canceled, which means blood donations are down. News 8 Shayna Ferreira is in Milford this morning to explain the push that you can do and how you can help. The Wall Game Camp getting ready to rebuild. Here at News 8, we are celebrating Black History Month, and a good place to start is at home with the kids. That history and the people who are making history right now. On Thursday, News 8. The deadline to apply for health insurance is fast approaching. We are going to try new recipes in the kitchen, but what has Connecticut's most famous chef been doing? News 8's Ken Pierce tells us the answer is simple. Now, welcome back. As we know, a lot of businesses, a lot of restaurants have closed down during this pandemic. So it's important for entrepreneurs who work in the food industry to have a place to go. Joining us live this morning is...
All right, hey, that does it for us here at 9. Be sure to come back at noon.
And remember, you can get the very latest news, weather, and traffic anytime online, WTNH.com. Have a great day.
This Tuesday morning, the pictures here down in Connecticut this morning, not so great in some areas.
No, I wonder if it gets as icy on Mars as it does here in Connecticut, because that's what we're dealing with.
No, it's wicked out there, and you just don't see it. It's not an obvious, hey, it's freezing rain outside or it's snowing. It's what's on the ground from yesterday that's making it icy. So, you know what? I want to start, though, with an optimistic view.
Okay.
Slippery conditions in many areas this morning. We were watching a lot of accidents from New Haven to Fairfield along Route 15. They have cleared, but that doesn't mean it's any easier out there traveling the Merritt Parkway. Give yourself extra time. Slick conditions reported there. I-84 eastbound in Taglia, still watching this. Earlier, there was an accident involving a tractor trailer and other vehicles between exit 67 and 68, still causing 4 delays in that area. It's moving right now, quiet actually, volume-wise along Route 9. Middletown looking good, 95 Madison, no problems. And this is a look along 91 in New Haven. Speaking of, let's travel 91, leaving New Haven, getting you to the capital city. Right now, Keith and Laura, 34 minutes, and all of our trains are on time.
February.
1 month, I was going to say. We had a couple of other storms, but everything's been action-packed. And to think we have another round of snow and rain coming in for this afternoon. It's not going to be a lot.
Can we just fast forward to March?
Yeah.
I think we're going to have something. We're going to have something in March, too. Something pretty big mid-March. See everybody's face?
No.
All right, let's get to it.
Of the Merritt Parkway in the Fairfield area, and this is happening northbound just by exit, if we could put that down, exit 42 and 44, just so you could get a good look right here. Again, this is along the Merritt Parkway northbound. Earlier, we were watching an accident, so we know that this area is very slippery this morning. Still watching this as well, I-84 eastbound between exit 67 and 68 in the Tolland area, causing for delays. This earlier was involving a tractor trailer and multiple vehicles. So yeah, slippery conditions this morning. Gil said it, especially those secondary roads, those on ramps, off ramps. So just be careful. It's moving right now through Waterbury. Here's a look, exit 21 for you, giving you those Brass City drive times. Waterbury to New Haven, 33 minutes. Waterbury to the New York line, 30 minutes there, and it's just under a half hour. Waterbury into the capital city. Our trains are looking on time. Keith and Laura, Metro North, Shoreline East, Amtrak, and the Hartford line. Accident. This is in Stonington. Zooming in 95 northbound. It's just by exit 90. We're watching a lot of accidents. We have been throughout the morning, so be careful if you're watching us from home, getting getting ready to leave the house anytime soon, give yourself extra time. An accident along the Merritt Parkway in Fairfield northbound side just between exits 42 and 44. Delays are building there because of that accident involving just one vehicle, and an accident in Talon that has been out here all morning long since we started really this morning involving a tractor trailer and multiple vehicles between exit 67 and 68. There's a look at the capital city for you along 84 where it's moving. It's moving through Waterbury, 84 as well. A bit slow moving. That's to be expected. 732 95 southbound. That's our Bridgeport camera. 95 in Madison. That's looking good. And the same goes for our trains.
All right, Alyssa.
Take you to the Talon area where the accident itself has cleared, but we're still watching delays along that eastbound side of 84. We're watching an accident in Stonington, northbound side of 95. This is just by exit 90. And we're watching an accident in Fairfield along the northbound side of the Merritt Parkway, just between exits 42 and 44. Slow moving there. New Haven, here's a look along 91 by exit 8. Traffic is moving. That's some good news. And speaking of New Haven, let's travel 95 to the GW. Slow moving over an hour and a half, average speed 41. New Haven into Hartford, 34 minutes. That's looking good. New Haven to New London on time as well, 42 minutes. And again, if you are getting ready to catch a train, they are looking good for you this morning. That goes from Metro North, Shoreline East, Amtrak, and the Hartford line. But as always, check your schedule.
Alyssa, thank you.
Temps in a lot of areas right at that 32 mark, so you do have to be careful this morning. We are watching one closure. This is not because of an accident. This is actually because of wires down along Route 7 in Sharon, just at Claudia Lane. So that area is closed. We're watching some construction work this morning, watching some in Fairfield and Westport along both 95 southbound and 95 northbound. A little bit in Waterbury this morning as well, but for the most part, it's moving okay on our highways. Now, again, we will continue to remind you throughout the morning that it is tricky in many areas, so you do have to take it slow, but it's a quiet start volume-wise. Keep the lure in Hartford along 84, and the same goes for New Haven.
Okay, Liz, thank you.
Exit 67 and 68, some lane closures there along 84 eastbound because of this scene. We're watching a closure in Sharon along Route 7, just at Claudia Lane, because of wires down in the roadway there, so that area remains closed. And we're watching some construction work this morning. The DOT is reporting some work happening through the Brass City between exits 22 and 18 along the westbound side. This is the westbound side of 84. No delays right now. It's early. There's not a whole lot of cars on the roads. But listen, if you do have to head out anytime soon, you really do have to be careful because of the icy conditions in many areas this morning, even just in your own driveway. So you do have to be careful. We'll keep you updated on that. But right now, Keith and Laura, some drive times. Waterbury to New Haven, 34 minutes, 33 to the New York line, Waterbury to Hartford, under a half hour. Areas, so it's icy in many areas as well this morning. A little bit of construction work out there. It will start to clear now as we get closer to that 5 o'clock hour, but there's a few issues out there right now that I want to let you know about. Not dealing with construction work in Talon. Keith and Laura, we're watching a few spin outs, an accident involving a tractor trailer eastbound side of 84 between exits 67 and 68, and Route 7 in Sharon still closed for wires down just at Claudia Lane.
Okay, Liz, thanks.
That really gets slick, so you have to be careful this morning in many areas all around because of the icy conditions out there. Now this morning on the roads, we're dealing with a little bit of construction work through Fairfield County in Fairfield, Westport, 95 northbound and southbound. We're watching some in Waterbury, westbound 84 this morning, and we're watching other issues not involving construction work in Talon. We're watching a few spin outs, one involving a tractor trailer along the eastbound side of 84 between exits 67 and 68. Some lane closures along 84 eastbound because of that. Sharon, Route 7 closed at Claudia Lane because of wires down along the roadway there. I'll let you know when that area reopens, but let's show you what it's looking like. There's the capital city, Keith and Laura, along 84, and there's New Haven, 91. Zooming on in this morning along 84 eastbound, Troop C is letting us know that this is involving a few spinouts, a tractor trailer, some lane closures as well between exits 67 and 68. Volume is pretty light out there in that area right now, but again, it is causing a few lane closures and it's slippery in many areas as well, so that will slow you down. Better news out of Sharon quickly. I want to let you know that Route 7 has cleared up by Claudia Lane. That was closed for a little while. It's back open, moving just fine for you in the New Haven area along 91 by exit 8. You can see here it's a quiet start, and the same goes for the capital city traveling along 84. 91 commuters, the same goes for you. But again, icy in a lot of areas, so you do have to be careful. Hartford to New Haven along 91, 36 minutes. Hartford to the start of Route 9, that's around 11 minutes. And it's just under a half hour. Hartford to Waterbury. That Waterbury construction, Keith and Laura, that we woke up to this morning, that has cleared already along that westbound side, Keith, of 84 between 22 and 18. Moving the president's $1.9 trillion relief package through Congress this week. Because you do have to be careful, give yourself extra time this morning, even walking to your car. We're watching a few issues right now. An accident, a rollover accident along the Merritt Parkway in Fairfield between exits 42 and 44. This is along the northbound side. Again, this could be because of the icy conditions. So you just have to give yourself extra time. Be very careful. Another area in Tulland we're watching a few spinouts is along the eastbound side of 84 between exits 67 and 68, also involving a tractor trailer there. And this is what it's looking like in Madison, where it's quiet right here by the rest stop. You can see not a whole lot going on northbound, southbound at 95. That's some good news. Waiting for a train this morning. Check your schedule, but it's all looking to start on time. Keith and Laura, Metro North, Shoreline East, Amtrak, and the Hartford line. You have to be careful this morning because of the icy conditions out there. Let's take you to New Haven, where we're watching an accident now along the southbound side of Route 15, just between exits 60 and 59. The right lane blocked in this area because of that. And we're watching a rollover accident in Fairfield along the Merritt Parkway northbound between exits 42 and 44. In Tulland, still watching an active scene involving a tractor trailer. Other car spinouts there eastbound side of 84 between exits 67 and 68. So it's busy out there. It's slippery out there. Give yourself extra time. It's moving right now along 84 through the Brass City. This is our camera view by St. Mary's Hospital, exit 21. There it is. No problems. Waterbury to New Haven, 33 minutes. Waterbury to the New York line, 31 minutes. Waterbury to Hartford, Keith and Laura, under a half hour.
Alyssa, thank you.
Morning, we just got word of a third accident right now out there. So we're watching 3 separate crashes from New Haven to Fairfield. We'll tell you more about them.